here today to talk about racing 100%. 100% we're going to talk about racing, but I'll tell you what, the track's getting a little wore out. Our last video, we put out a politically spun video, and it shocked a lot of people. Oh, the subs dropped. Oh, if you notice, we don't have one name at the top right of this video, but at the end of this one, if you want to put your name up there, there's a membership button at the bottom of the video. Maybe you will support truth. This video of a political aspect happened on this channel, this racing channel, and do you know why? Do you know why that video came out? Because you people are eating cats and dogs, and you're telling everybody about it. What does that mean exactly? Well, what is the racing community talking about this week? Are they talking, is the racing community talking about Lernerville this weekend? Or California and Merced? Are they even talking about Kyle Larson announcing him going to the Brickyard in the Indy 500 again? That news just came and went, and I didn't really see much about it. A couple of little shares. Y'all ain't talking about that. No, this racing community is talking about dogs and cats being eaten. This racing community is talking about shit they ain't looking up. They're just watching TikToks and losing their fucking mind. I had somebody message me last night who said they are training now to get a concealed license in case somebody tries to hurt their dog. This is some of the biggest bullshit I have ever seen in my entire existence on talking, especially a consideration of the ignorance level. Now, after today's video, you're not going to have the option to be ignorant. You're only going to have the option to be stupid, okay? And I care about you in the racing community. I care about how you feel and what you think. But we have to raise some hellfire and brimstone with some truth and God in the light to combat this demonic entity that has captured your mind. That's the only way I can label it. I have never seen this before. I don't know what you classify this as, unless you're just going to listen to the guy who can't recite a Bible verse even though he says it's his favorite book. Did y'all catch that video since you want to reference videos? He couldn't even recite one verse from the book. And I personally still am sitting here knowing all that I know and not necessarily endorsing or wanting to vote blue at all, period. Because there's a lot of policies and money they throw out and things that in the sorts that they want to do that sounds all great, free money, but it's like, where's the money going to come from, bro? It's going to come from the working, the middle class American, the one that gets screwed over the most, the slave class. Not the homeless class, not the welfare class, not the elite class, not the high to elite class, not even the high middle. No, maybe in the high middle, the middle class. And the middle class is a very interesting price range in today's society. And the problem is the middle class is not fairly identified anymore. The middle class is somewhat in that, honestly, in my opinion, as an individual, the middle class is somewhere in that 85 to 450 to 600K range. The tax system's completely obliterated and just illogical based on our current economical situations. I study a lot of this stuff. Y'all are very funny in trying to say I don't know what I'm talking about. I've studied multiple economic systems, how they operate, different ideologies, not only here in America, but in Australia, studied a lot of it. They do a really good job of protecting their free market. We are somewhat, in my opinion, operating how we are now, a manipulated corporate communism because the corporations dictate our society, regulations, and law. They're just masked behind these politicians that are paid for by entities by the corporate elites. This is just how it operates. You know, one of the more shocking things going around right now that I was like, oh my God, the Democrats want to do that, is this. This is a post that some people have seen. It says that, and this is what we're talking about. We hear all this money. Where's it coming from? It says if your home is worth $500,000 and you pay $250,000 for it, You have unrealized gains of 250,000. Get ready to pay $62,500, 25% tax check if Harris wins. I've seen a lot of people spread this around. I've seen this left and right. It's very scary. It's very like, oh my God, is this what they're really trying to do? That this is where the 6,000 is coming from, or the 25,000, or all these things. And apparently, this bill, this idea that the Democrats have, that right-wingers have been sharing around as it's going to come and get you, little worker guy, only applies to those who make 100 million or more. So the rich elite is actually going to have to pay a little bit. So they're using politics and fake fraudulent claims to get away with it and protect themselves. I don't like manipulation. These are the things that go off on the racing world all the time about. And when I see the racing community falling for lies, falling for deception, falling for this, I'm going to talk what the racing community is talking about. Chase Rodman did a great video about Lernerville this week. It's the lowest video I think he's ever had. Nobody cares. Nobody's watching it because this has got y'all. That's why I'm here talking about it, if you ain't noticed. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you do, click the membership button. We'll enjoy having your name or business at the top right if you support the American Constitution more than your political ideologies and puppet masters that have completely manipulated you. And this is what we're going to get into it. So this is the amazing video of the cats. The woman being arrested. Meanwhile, Springfield, Ohio. This is a clip running rampant on Facebook. Meanwhile, Springfield, Ohio, 9924. Complete lies. Actual date on this was August 16th, I believe. Complete lies. It was in Canton, Ohio. And the woman in this is an African-American, born American, more than likely on drugs, who killed and did apparently eat a cat. Very disgusting. Very sad. Very disgusting, very sad. If you need the details on who this is a local newspaper that reported on the situation. This is the actual report. Canton Police Department, Officer Dennis Garin, Canton, Ohio Police Report from August 16, 2024. Ohio State Secretary of State, for the records, Alexis Farrell of Canton, Ohio. Funny, Farrell. And I'm assuming it was a feral cat, right? This is so crazy how good the Illuminati is at hiding it. So this is a local news here in Springfield that put this out. So this video is 100% lie. And then the other image that's going around about the ducks. Oh my. Now let's just say this for the record. There is 600,000 Haitian immigrants in the state of Florida. Florida just so happens to be the #1 state in feral and domesticated cats. Okay? And if you want to throw dogs in there, fine. But Haiti, where these Haitians are from, is full of dogs. Now, is it legal to eat cats and dogs in Haiti? Yes. It's frowned upon, though. There are islands that circle that island there where people do, but it's still frowned upon. It's looked down upon by the Haitian people. Now, as far as ducks are on the American menu, guys. When I hear y'all going crazy about the ducks, here's what I think of. All you got to do is type in rednecks eating possums and pigeons, and you literally get a damn recipe on how to cook a possum. You got a whole list over here that says eating possum and pigeons might sound unusual to some, but it's part of a broader tradition of roadkill cuisine and wild game cooking. So these damn rednecks in the South, they ain't going out there and whacking some ducks. They're going out there and picking possums off the fucking road and throwing them into a crock pot. Now, which one to you sounds more disgusting? but one's acceptable because it's a white man. Ooh, interesting here what's actually going on. You know, when I first heard of this Haitian situation about eating dogs and cats, I was with a buddy and I was laughing. And I go, this shit ain't true. What the hell is he talking about? I was like, when I was a kid, you know, and it makes sense. I was like, when I was a kid in the 90s, I remember my dad and some people always making the jokes and claims that a badass Mexican restaurant or Chinese restaurant or something like that, you know, that used to be a veterinarian clinic. You know, that used to, and these were racist things. These people, you know, back in the day, it was more okay to be racist, although I never saw it as okay. I'm glad I got to experience this in a young age to understand what is wrong, therefore to not do it. But they were always like, you know, they're Mexican, man. They eat cats and dogs and blah blah blah, and that's what's in the veterinary. And I was like, this just sounds like that same type of rhetoric in today's time. And this is where I would say, you know, somebody who watches Kyle Larson, for instance, I guarantee you, Kyle Larson's mom faced similar accusations and accusals because my buddy Sean that y'all seen on the show is also of Asian descent. And he said, yeah, back in the day, my mom told me, and even I faced some of it when I was younger, people would say these things about us. They would make these things up. And they were making these things up probably about Larson's mom, about Sean's mom, Sean himself, not only just the Asian community, but like I said, attesting to the Mexican immigration that happened. Now, why was that happening? Obviously, that was happening, the hatred for another kind, because we have this, first of all, thing called tribalism, especially when it's a visual-based tribalism, different color of skin. When people come in, you automatically have a visual discrepancy. But then it goes back to culture. And then right above culture is money. And mixed in with that money is jobs. See, when the Mexican and Asian population started to come to America way before the last 4 years, even though immigration, illegal immigration is a big issue. But back in the day when they were first coming in, Mexicans were and Asians were willing to work extremely hard to accomplish the American dream. And in working extremely hard, they started to take the white man's jobs. Now, visually, that would be like, oh my God, the immigrants are taking our jobs. Psychologically, though, and this is the very interesting thing about illegal immigration. Psychologically, though, the inhibitor of that situation and in Texas and other areas, border states, the reason those jobs were going to Mexicans and Asians is because people were getting paid less. They were willing to take a lower income to do the job that the white man deserved or the black man, whatever, thought they deserved to do that job. And so they were getting mad at the people instead of psychologically getting mad at the big boss man millionaire who's willing to pay that lower price to that lower worker. And see, this is the issue with corporatism to government. Because government could set regulation to where that's not allowed. This is a big reason as to why the inflation in livable income and expense has not climbed properly. White man don't want to blame the other white man, so we're just going to blame the other color. So that's what happened back then is all these rumors and you know, discrepancies and negative talking points like eating cats and dogs came up against Mexican and Asian people back in that time period. And this is basically the same thing 2.0. And I have some facts to actually back it up. This Springfield, Ohio is unbelievable. Let's move on from the roadkill and wild game cooking cuisine. If you need some ideas on how to fix them on up, this isn't a post from today. This post is from 2008, and it is on hillbilly crockpot.com. Go check it out if that's what you want. This is Americanly acceptable in the white community. And y'all are fucking bitching about ducks. Anyway, here's some interesting facts about Springfield, Ohio. It's one of the worst cities in the country, by the way. Its population has slowly declined, I believe, from the 50s. Even though there has been an increase in Haitian population over the last 10-ish years, slowly. Which that's another deal. Y'all think these are illegal immigrants. That's just how the right is spinning it and psychologically manipulating you. It's so fucking scary. I do not support the left, but I do not support lies and deception to this degree. It blows my mind. It gets me so mad. And when it's being done to the racist community, I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it. This is so disgusting. So anyway, the record from 2000 to 2023, the population has fell in this time period from 65,000 to 58,000. Okay? So they've lost 10,000-ish, pretty much 10,000-ish people in the last 23 years, even though they've influxed the Haitian population with legal migration. That's the fucked up deal. Legal migration, we should be celebrating more than anything, and we should be condemning illegal immigration more than anything. That's how I see it. But regardless, this is the population decline of this horrible city. And there's a lot of things in Southern Ohio that is very bad. Now, why are people leaving? That's not a good thing. Well, there's a lot of other statistics that are not very good about this city. The poverty rate in Springfield, Ohio is 80% higher than the U.S. average. In Springfield, Ohio, an estimated 22.7% of the 55,000, which now it's dropped. This is 2024. 23, it was 58,000, so it dropped 3,000 more people in this last year, even though the Haitians are just running rampant. In the United States, 12.6% of the 325 million people live in poverty. So it's bad. You got a city declining. You got a city that's not making a lot of money. And then you also have these Haitian people with their high-end work ethic. Haitians are going to Mexico and taking jobs. This is actually a topic in Mexican politics. I know y'all don't study or look up geopoliticals. Y'all just look at headlines on your Facebook and let the right wing psychologically brain fuck you to death. But if you go look at geopolitical topics and different ways of life and do them yourself, these Haitians are like Mexican workers. If you're worried about that, Mexican workers on steroids. They're putting the Mexicans out of work. But regardless, when you're in this low poverty rate, then you have Haitians who come in and become doctors and come in and become construction and this, that, and the other and just do everything. You're going to become potentially jealous, similar to the Mexicans and Asians. Now, to add to this poverty, you also have one of the highest crime rates in the United States of America. Springfield, Ohio is considered more dangerous than Chicago, Illinois. Springfield, Ohio has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes. The total crime rate in Springfield is 5,710.8 per 100,000 people, which is 143% higher than the national rate. The rate of crime in Springfield is 34.51 per 1,000 residents during a standard year. The 2020, before the Haitians started coming in, crime rate in Springfield was 471, which is 1.8 times higher than the U.S. average. And then you have these Haitian people who come in and say, let's go to work. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's buy a house. By the way, I believe the average housing cost is half of the average in Ohio in this city. I'd have to go look at that. But I did a deep dive research. I don't just get on here and talk. But you have a city here that had a population of people come in and start outworking their ass. And similar to how the Mexicans and Asians were treated, probably Larson's mom, Sean as a kid, Sean's mom, when you come in to any situation as a foreign entity and start ass whooping everybody, people are going to start talking shit about you. People are going to start making up lies about you. People are going to start being full of dog shit. And I think that's what we have here. We have, surprise, surprise, jealousy, envy, tied in with possibly the greatest mental manipulational ploy I've ever seen on a populace, and in this case known as the racing fucking community. I cannot believe you people. And this is why I'm talking about it. I care about racing. I care about the community. But I also care about truth. I also care about respect. I also care about understanding. I also care about intelligence. And once again, I hate liars. I hate deceptors. And I hate manipulators. And to have every fucking fact I got in front of me, every understanding, every intellectual thought that I can think of as to why this conclusion was drawn, has me pissed the fuck off. And has me feeling bad for you. And I'm willing to risk my channel. I'm willing to risk everything. Subs, money. You know what? Subscriptions and money, I'll get that back. Personal respect and validation, I won't. I won't. I'd give all the fucking money and subscriptions away to keep my fucking integrity. Fuck your money. Fuck your subs. This ain't about left and right and all that game that these two sides play on your fucking ass. This is about truth versus power. Power sometimes comes in money, but the motherfucking number one power's right up there. And that motherfucker in the racing community's full of some lies right now. And if I'm the Joe Rogan of dirt, hey, Joe Rogan likes MMA, motherfucker. He ain't always talking about it. Why? Because the community ain't always talking about it. And this week, and it seems like coming up here and leading up to this election, this racing community ain't going to care about Lernerville. This racing community ain't going to care about this or that's happening on the track. No, this is the race y'all are caring about. And I'm watching these people and everyone I care about getting their fucking ass mentally whipped. Now, once again, I hope that the right will get their shit together. But this type of shit ain't going to work. That's not going to work, man. This is just too factually disproven. And anyone with the ability to see one stick and another stick and put them together and make fire is going to look at all the evidence and say, I'm sorry, God. Or Trump. I don't know if y'all have told the difference by now. But you're lying. You're not telling the truth. You can't recite a Bible verse. But the Bible's your favorite book. I'm sorry. You have lied to me. I may still vote for you. I may still like your policies. I may still find the less ideology so personally incriminating or anti-independency that I may still vote for you, Trump, and that selection. But you're a lying motherfucker. And you're using certain tactics to divide and destroy people's self-ideological ability to independently think with facts and realization. But I might still vote for you. But what you're doing right here ain't fucking right. It's not. You've done a damn good job convincing the racing community that you're God and you don't tell anything wrong, but you ain't got me convinced. And with what you're pulling off right here, you're full of shit. You're disproving yourself even more. And I don't want to vote for Kamala and the fake smiles. I don't. Keep pulling this shit off, though. Keep lying to this degree. Keep blaming people who ain't did a fucking thing wrong for what's wrong with you. You got people going to Springfield, Ohio, attempting to rid Haitian people, harassment because of this shit. Families of people are getting harassed right now in this town. over a fucking lie, over racial-based lies, over racial discrimination 2.0, maybe 3.0, depending on when the Asian versus Mexicans got here first. Maybe 4.0 if you want to count the black American. So this is fucking insane. And I just can't believe it. So that's why we're talking politics. That's why. Fucking assholes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got to say today. And we'll see. We'll see. You want me to talk racing? Well, then talk fucking racing, jackasses. Fuck you. Talk racing then. But I keep opening up my motherfucking Facebook and my exes and this, that, and the other, and I see y'all talking this bullshit. Guess who's going to talk about it and tell the fucking truth? I hope I saved a few of you people. I hope y'all woke up to what's fucking happening here. And it's scary to me. The amount of people I know that are caught in this and believe in it, it's absolutely devastating. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the show. Comment below, like the video, share it around. If you want to get your name at the top of the screen, we have removed every single fucking name in this video. We'll put it back up there when we do a race video. We got the Race Saver Nationals, the movie coming out. I've made a movie, by the way. But for this one and these to come, if you support truth, and if you've already supported it and you want to keep your name up here, then message me, text me, email me, tell me you want your name back up here. But if you want to join the fucking facts and the reality and understand why things happen and why they fucking shouldn't, push the membership button. PayPal, Venmo links in the fucking description. All you unsubscribing, fuck your subscriptions. Fuck your money. I'll make more money. Money will come back. Subs will. Self-respect, validation, integrity. Once you lose that fucking shit, you ain't getting it back. A lot of you motherfuckers need to learn that. Oh, and I'm sorry I cussed. I come from reality. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.
This is how we ride. This is how we do.